Nolan for the BU Bearcats. Fifth bout in this matchup between BU and Edinboro. He's Drew Pariano. I'm Tim Hyman. Glad to have you along for the ride on a Friday evening. Each of these wrestlers looking for a victory today. Joey Arnold lost to Austin Brenner in a major to start it. A bit tighter for Nolan against Brenner, but still a 3-0 decision put together by the Bison. And Nolan sets the tone with an early takedown.
Yeah, and that's what Jacob needs to do. You know, he's capable of that. He's probably a little upset because of a very winnable match earlier this afternoon, and you know, didn't get the job done. But you know, normally that's when you see a competitor just kind of unleash, right, in the next match.
Yeah, he was right there with Brenner. Arnold is another freshman. This is going to be a trend for Edinboro. Lots of freshmen gunning for time, wrestling for head coach Matt Hill. And Arnold is one of them. A product of Pittsfield, Pennsylvania.
Kind of has a scarf right here. This is where, yep, that's exactly what you want to do. Flatten him out. And now he can go to work. Looking for that far wrist.
And again, we talked about this against North Dakota State. Nolan getting more dangerous from the top position.
Yeah, and he controls guys. And the biggest thing with Nolan is, like, you want to see him wrestle hard for 7, right? Or if it goes even longer than that, obviously he, you know, win in overtime. But I think what he's learning is, like, putting together a full 7-minute match. And he's obviously a great wrestler. He's been to the NCAA tournament. He's had that experience.
Nolan was an NCAA qualifier for Binghamton last year. In his first trip to the national tournament.
Nice. And this year, you know, if he qualifies again, he's going to know the whole layout of the arena. He's going to feel comfortable. He did win a match last year as well. I mean, so, you know, he's a veteran, actually.
Up against Arnold, and it would likely be Jacob Oliver's spot for Edinboro in this position at 174. He's out, though. They're hoping to get him back by January. So it looks like it's Arnold to try to hold the fort down until then.
And then you get in the old cliche, what's he doing down there from the BU side? Which I understand.
You've got to continue to wrestle to avoid that stall warning. And there is the stall warning on Arnold by TJ Freyer, our head official in this one. Nolan had been unbeaten in his duels until losing to Austin Brenner. Technical fall mixed in there, a major decision in Nolan's favor. Back for his junior season with BU up against Joey Arnold.
And Nolan appropriately takes down right away. 228 on the ride. Once you're up 3-0, you're feeling good, and then you can kind of open the match up, right? So he wants to get out right away, much like Gumbel did. Similar situation. Got out right away and could get back to leg attacks.
And he gets on his feet. Arnold, though, won't let him go.
Good job by Arnold. You know, that's important. Tactical wrestling. He knew where the out of bounds was. You know, and for a freshman, good wherewithal. This is again where I'd like to see guys. Ooh, nice Granby roll.
Nifty move by Nolan to get free, extending his lead. From this position, what can Arnold do to get control back?
Well, he does have an underhook on the right side, but he's kind of holding it and not using it. So with the underhook on the right side, you actually want to circle to the side that you're underhooked on, or you can bait the guy and try to hit an ankle pick to the left. So he did have the underhook position, but he was more holding than being offensive with it.
And you need good wrist control for that ankle pick, right?
Yeah, and like it's all a timing thing, right? And, you know, David Taylor was amazing at it. Obviously, his coach, Cale Sanderson, was unbelievable. But, yeah, it's a timing thing. And you want him to step hard and put a lot of weight on his opposing ankle and foot, and then it makes the ankle pick go quite smooth.
You use that weight to your advantage.
Yeah. And, you know, the BU guys, you know, the staff, the Nolan, they want to get back to their offense right now, and he can do that. He can open up, you know. Essentially, he's up 4-0, but he'd need to get one right now to be thinking about major.
BU has one major in this matchup versus Edinboro. That was from Nick Lombard, and his 12-4 decision over Burgos. Last 3 bouts have gone Binghamton's way after Edinboro set the stage with a convincing performance from Gabe Willichel.
Yeah, that was an impressive performance to start the duel. And that's exactly what Edinboro needs, you know, with their young team. Like, go out there. You don't care who you're wrestling at all. Just go out there and impose your will on somebody. And that's exactly what he did. Now, I would say Arnold is doing a good job of keeping this match within reach, you know. And Nolan, you know, I'll say it. This is a guy that he should open up on. Like, he should, when he came into this match, he should be thinking major. And he's capable of that. And if they wrestle again, he'll think that.
Up and down the lineup, it's the first meeting for all of the scheduled starters for Binghamton and Edinboro. Of course, a handful of common opponents, but nobody had met up previously.
Arnold did a good job right there. I mean, he's looking good in the ref's eyes right now. Yeah, I mean, he's in a position where he gets one takedown, he's back in the match. He's going to have to cut him right away. But that's what he has to be thinking. And that's something as a coach, you're going to put that in a guy's head right away, right? You're like, I don't care if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior. I don't care what year you are, 6-year senior, because there's a lot of those now. But get in there, get your takedown with a minute left, kick him right away, and get another.
Final minute here at 174.
I always think it's funny. If anybody's listening to this that's not a wrestling person, I don't mean kick them.
Not literally.
Yes.
You can't do that.
I should have said kick them out.
Correct. But I think people got it.
Well, I think wrestling people, they understand what we're talking about.
So Nolan got the early takedown, built the ride time.
Good position here. This is where you have to kick off the mat. You want to protect your ankles and also your knees here. But this is going to be this is stalemate for sure. Stalemate.
It's not going anywhere. And they'll start back at the center of the mat. 184 to follow. That'll be another ranked wrestler for Edinboro and Ethan Duca. Up against Sam Dupre. Here at 174, Nolan looks to take this one to the finish line.
Yeah, he put himself in a good spot. You know, 4-0, clean win, right? And a great job.
Nolan picks up his 6th dual victory of the season. And that's 4 in a row for the Bearcats.
They're on a roll now. I mean, not the same fireworks that we had in the last duel.